Yeah. Oh, Barbara, you can see me? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I think we can get started. We have a quorum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Barbara, are you going to run the meeting?
No, do I do it by what's on my screen now? It's the commission meeting for today.
No, I meant just go through the agenda. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I can start. Okay. If I get in trouble, you can help me.
Okay. Sure.
It's just her font is really small on here. I don't know.
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
She needs a new computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Joyce. Yeah.
Good luck.
Okay. Do we have any correspondence?
I have no correspondence. No.
Okay. Anybody have any? Okay. Minutes of the call to order.
Call to order was 7:07. And just in case people aren't seeing everybody, I see Barbara, Jeff, Kim, Mike, Nancy, Stacy, and myself. Anybody else on?
That's a good start.
Okay. And we have 5 commissioners, so we're all set, Barbara, to go ahead.
Okay. The meeting is now in session. Okay. We'll not use the September 17th meeting of the previous meeting. Okay. Treasurer's.
Yeah, everybody should have a copy of the minutes, Barbara. I sent them out. So we just need to approve those.
Okay, good. Okay.
This is Mike Burr. I make a motion to approve the minutes of the September 17th, 2020 meeting.
Nancy Stankiewicz, I second.
Thank you. Passed. Okay. Thank you. Treasurer's report.
Okay, let's vote first, Barb.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Did I jump?
Yeah,
we just need to take a vote. That's all.
Okay.
May I make a suggestion, Barbara? This is Mike. Barbara, just say without objection, and if there are no objections, it passes without objection.
Okay. What? Okay. Now can we go to the treasurer's report?
Okay.
Do we go to the treasurer's report?
Okay. Yeah, I actually do not have a treasurer's report. I didn't. I did not. I figured it hadn't changed from our last meeting, so I did not ask Tracy. I will for our next meeting, which should be probably. I doubt we'll meet in December unless we need to. But I'm assuming our January meeting will be the next treasurer's report after the end of the 4th quarter.
Now, update on the Landmark Community Theater.
We're getting a little bit of feedback. Can I ask that if you're not speaking, you mute yourself?
This is Jeff Dunn. I know Chuck has sent the revisions that were discussed during the contract review. I don't know if, I think Becky had a chance to look at it. I don't know if anyone else has, and maybe Becky, you could speak to the changes that were made.
Yeah, Jeff, I think what we're doing is we're actually moving an agenda item up. This was just to be your regular report, but I see you probably just soon defer your regular report since you're at a baseball game, I guess. Or is that just your background?
That's just my background.
Oh, okay.
But I know, yeah, I don't really have much to report as far as revenue. Nothing has changed since our last meeting when I did present the last 2 quarters. Obviously, no sales have happened since then, so I don't have anything new to report then. I will say that we had the haunted house tours the last 3 weekends, which actually were fairly fairly successful and well received. Graveside Stories was a very interesting piece that was done in the basement where the graves actually once were from the old cemetery here. And thank you to Nancy Stankiewicz, who came and helped decorate, and also thank you to David Verdosi, two of the commissioners that helped out a lot on that, so I appreciate it. We are working on plans right now to present A Christmas Carol as scheduled. One of our reasons for that is because we have pre-sold season subscriptions, and our hope is to get at least one show in since COVID has taken place. That may all change depending on what the orders are from the governor. But right now we're looking at doing minimum houses, no more than 100 people in the theater. We've removed every other row of seats, and we're doing social distancing on ticket assignments. And the performance itself will also be a socially distanced performance. It's a radio version, so everybody will be at isolated tables with their own microphones, reading from scripts during the performance. And we are creating a streaming version of this as well, so that if season subscribers or other people that would like to watch this live at the theater but don't want to come to the theater will be able to do so through a YouTube stream. And then, we're still looking at 2021. We're moving the 3 shows canceled this year into the similar slots in 2021. That would be Kinky Boots in the late spring, Sound of Music in the summertime, and Addams Family in the fall. We're not sure what we'll be able to present in the winter and early spring. It will probably, if anything, will be small dramatic readings or 1 or 2 person shows, things that can be done safely and with small houses and still be affordable to do. And then, of course, hopefully a big holiday show next year. But it's very hard to plan our season for next year because so much is up in the air. We're just taking it day by day at this point.
Okay. Thank you, Jeff.
I should point out too, though, we did receive a grant from the Savings Bank this year to help with COVID recovery. So we have purchased several hand sanitizing stations that are both freestanding and will be mounted throughout the theater. We're going to be installing touchless faucets in the bathrooms within the theater. We're getting an ionized sprayer to sanitize between performances. And I'm also in discussions with installing infrared scrubbers in the air conditioning ductwork. That would typically fall under the town's responsibilities, but they neither have the interest or the budget to do so. And so we're working with a couple of different people to see if they would volunteer some time, and we would be paying for the materials to get that installed. But in the long run, that would really help us make sure that we keep people safe when they come in for shows.
Good. Jeff, that sounds like a great idea, and thank you very much. I attended the show, and I thought it was exquisite. It was really very well done, and you worked hard on it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Anything else? Okay, we'll go on to the Building and Restoration Committee.
I guess that would be me, since nobody else from that committee is really clear right now, but I will, I'll just give a quick update. We did meet, we're still in a little bit of a holding pattern. The Friends of the Thomaston Opera House, along with Landmark, is working on an RFP to engage a funds development consulting company. They're basically going to come in, look at our projects, what we're looking to do, assess what our abilities would be to be able to raise the capital that we would need to do on any of these various projects, and also help us create a funds development plan and outline moving forward.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to secure people, a company sometime in early 2021, and it's probably about a 90 to 120 day process to get that taken care of.
Wow.
Okay. So Jeff, at our last meeting, the decision had not been made to go forward, but it sounds like that decision has been made, and now it's just a matter of choosing a company.
Well, this is really kind of outside the realm of the entire building committee, because being that it's the fundraising arm of that committee, the town isn't involved with fundraising, nor is really the Opera House Commission in any kind of, official way. So it's really the Friends of the Thomaston Opera House that are going to take the lead on this. And of course, Landmark would be involved too, because we are actively involved in the fundraising process as well. So the study that will be done by this company, they're going to come back and tell us what we should be capable of raising over the phase 1, 2, or 3 of the project, and also giving us kind of a review of what we've done and a plan for what we need to do moving forward. I think that's something that has to be done regardless of what we decide to do with the current architectural plans that are out there. The next step is really, who are we and what are we capable of doing? And then we can decide how much money we're going to try to raise.
Mm-hmm. That sounds wonderful that you're going ahead and trying very hard to get this going. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it should be a fun process.
Yeah, it is. We're with you. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Not on that.
Okay. How about the Building and Restoration Committee?
That was it. That's all we have to report on that.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Then the TLC Committee. Anybody have any information on that, or can talk about it?
I guess that would be me again. I do have some conversations with Dave Verdosi. We are hoping to do a few different things while the theater remains closed or somewhat inactive. One of them is the carpeting. Now that we have the rows of seats out, when we put them back in, we're looking to probably put in the railings and the stuff to make the back area a little safer and easier to negotiate. And of course, these sink fixtures and those things that we're installing really kind of fall into that TLC committee as well.
Oh, that sounds great. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And also, Jeff, if we could get the Hall of Fame going, I think at our last meeting, we agreed it would be in the hallway there by the elevator exit on level 5.
Yeah, I know Dave was talking about it. I don't know where he's at with that, but I will try to ask him about it again. He's been coming in a little bit because he's working on a fundraiser, a virtual concert to light up the town. And part of that concert will be a charitable fundraiser for us, for the Fine Arts Connection Thomaston, and also the Cub Scouts.
Oh, great.
This is Nancy Stankiewicz. Yeah, I know. I told Dave that I would help him with that committee, and I think since our last meeting that I was there at, the graveside stories and such took precedence over over everybody's time commitment. So I'm hoping like in the new year after the Christmas situation that he's working on, that, you know, maybe we can get some stuff going. And my sister Kim also said, time permitting, that she would be interested in helping out with that. So.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
Thank you. And when you're ready, I have the plaque and I'd be happy to come down and help get things going for the Hall of Fame.
Mhm. Yeah, thank
Let
you.
me know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Friends of the Opera House.
I don't,
Is anybody there online for Friends of the Opera House?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, no.
okay. How about the next one? I'm having trouble reading it. Subcommittees. I can't see it.
It's scholarship, Barbara, and
Oh, the scholarship, yeah.
yeah.
We don't have to do anything about that yet. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Okay, and then the next one is we can start talking about the contract. And Jeff, do you want to begin by just talking about Tuesday's meeting with the Board of Selectmen?
Yes, so the selectmen did have Landmark and the recommendations from the Opera House Commission on their agenda. However, after a brief discussion, it was decided to wait to get an updated recommendation from the commission before they made any decisions on that. And I had explained to them that, you know, in our last talks, that there was some discussion about moving the waiver of fees through the remainder of the year, and I think it might have even gone beyond that. So I think they're looking for a more specific recommendation on that. And then, of course, you know, at the end of this year, the contract is up. So, you know, what Chuck is recommending in the new contract is, and if we're just doing it for the 1 year, is for next year, make all of the fees just be whatever is actually collected without the guarantee. That way we don't have to have the additional discussion and waiver from the selectmen. So, you know, we would pay it on a monthly basis. If we collect $1,000 worth of fees, we would pay the $1,000. And if there's another month where it's only 500, it would only be 500. And some other month it may be 2,000. So.
Okay, so Jeff, at some point, the Board of Selectmen did change the defer to waive?
They did not. They were going back to review that discussion, but I think since then, I believe at your last meeting, there was a motion that was approved, and I don't remember what it was. So you guys say more specifically, to basically forgive the payments through the end of this year, or through the end of the contract, which is both the same. And so they haven't actually received word on that actual recommendation.
Okay, that was our original recommendation, which they changed from defer to, from forgive to defer.
So it was, but I think, and again, I could be wrong on this, but I believe the motion was to waive for 6 months, which would actually, at the time that was done in April, there was a lag between when we were paying and when the deferment took place. So we actually paid, I believe, through May. So that would be 6 months, but it should be specifically that it's been waived for the remaining of the year from basically June through December, which I believe is 7 months.
Okay, yeah, that's what in addition to the contract changes, I suggest that we recommend that for 2020, we forgive for the full year. And then the new contract would go into effect the 1st of January. And that's where we'd have the only significant change to the contract would be the removing the minimum requirement of $1,500 a month. To, as you explained, Jeff, $1 per ticket sold.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then Chuck also put a couple of other changes into his draft that he sent. And one, it has to do with the attic storage area, and this may be exactly what's happening already. I'm not sure, Barbara, you would know. We have a list in section 1 of the areas that Landmark has permission to have full and exclusive use of. Those are the premises, and then they're defined as in the bulleted items A through now M, with Chuck's change to add the attic storage area. In the current contract, in the next paragraph, then we have limitations to access to the attic costume area, and that the proposal is to eliminate that. So first of all, I'd like to ask Barbara if she's okay with that.
Yes, I am.
Okay, then does
It's
anybody
very
else have
important
any?
to keep that, get that attic, because I've been up there a lot and know all about it. So thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's good to make sure that we can keep on using the attic. Mhm.
Okay, and the other commissioners, any comments or on the access to the attic storage area? Okay, and then the other change had to do with it's in the section on refreshments, which is
Yes.
section 14.
So on that, and Chuck kind of picked up on that, I hadn't noticed it before, but being that we have recently been approved by the town to be able to get a nonprofit theater liquor license and are awaiting approval from the state, it would make sense to actually have that reflect in the contract as well, that we do have, we would be able to, we have permission, or it's in the contract that we're able to do that as well.
Okay, and Jeff, we would keep the next paragraph, which goes through all the details of what's required to serve alcoholic beverages.
Which number is this now?
We're in section 14, and the first paragraph shows Chuck's change, and then there's a whole paragraph on. I can read it to you if you want.
Yeah, no, I see it there. Yeah, yeah. So that's basically what we've done. So you can leave that in there. That's fine. It's just basically saying that we have to follow all state and local requirements for serving alcohol. So, and that's what we're doing.
If I could just interrupt, Becky, Nancy had her hand raised. I don't know if she needed to speak, but if she wanted to, she'd have to unmute herself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
How do
Nancy,
we
did
take-
you?
Okay, how do we take care of this?
Nancy, you need to unmute yourself. I can't do it.
She put her hand down.
Okay, you are unmuted now if you needed to. Oh, no, you are still muted. Excuse me.
So I guess she put her hand down, so I guess she's okay.
This is Mike. I'd like to speak when it's appropriate.
Go ahead. Mhm.
Yeah, I've read the whole contract with the changes made by Chuck, and I think it's agreeable, and I would support entering into this contract. If you need a motion, I would make a motion at this time.
Yes, why don't we go ahead with a motion?
All right, are you ready?
Yes. All in favor, say yes.
I haven't made the motion yet, but
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I've jumped ahead. I'm sorry.
just ask Becky. Becky, is this the final copy now with the red, with Chuck's, do you have a final copy with Chuck's recommended?
Yeah, I'm just checking it against the one I sent out. I think we were pretty much the same.
Yeah, the one you sent
there-
out, we're looking at have the red, have his track changes, and it has everything that you mentioned in there. It just needs to have his track changes made out and a final copy made.
Okay, yeah, there's one sentence that needs to be deleted in the last sentence of section 8. Stacy, if you can go back a little bit, yeah. In my version, I had deleted the last section of the remainder of the dollar per ticket fee above the guaranteed minimum shall be due by January 31st of the following calendar year. Would no longer apply. As we
Okay,
don't
so
have
that's the only change to what you sent us?
Yes, yeah. What I sent today, yes, yeah.
I would make a motion to approve the contract between the Thomaston Opera House, the town, and the Landmark Community Theater as amended.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Okay.
So this is Nancy Stankovich. I could not unmute my microphone. It wouldn't unmute. So I had to rejoin the meeting.
Okay.
I just had a question. So why, I guess I don't understand why Landmark couldn't just use that attic space. Can somebody explain that to me, what that was about?
Jeff, do you,
I can take a shot at that. So back 10 years ago, when we were first applying for the management of the Opera House, there was a great deal of costumes, all of which were under the supervision of the Opera House Commission and Barbara, and they thought it was prudent, not knowing how long Landmark would be there or who's doing what, that asset would remain with the Opera House Commission. Now, 10 years later, a lot of our costumes have been intermingled. Landmark has purchased and constructed many costumes, as well as used the ones that remain from the Opera House. Others have become obsolete and gotten eliminated. So now, it's very much all merged together. Barb, had a very active role in managing and taking care of those costumes. But, as time goes on, there's a lot of other costumers who may come in and go. And while we said we would have this key that would be accessed and very limited access to the attic, the reality of it is it was kind of business as usual from pretty much, maybe not day one, but maybe day 2 moving forward. So there's really not much sense in having that restriction in there. Everything else we had full access to.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
Yeah, and
thank you.
And we still make Barb go up and down the stairs and get the costumes and everything anyway. So.
I love it up there.
Me too.
yeah, this is Becky. I have one question. Was it Kim or Nancy who seconded Mike's motion?
That was Kim.
It was
Kim.
Kim.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, and I will send the. Oh, did we vote yet?
Yes, want to vote
did.
now?
Yeah. No, we did. Yeah.
We
I
did
have
vote.
passed 5-0. Yes, we did. Yeah, I will send the contract to the Board of Selectmen. The amended contract
Thank you for doing that.
for them. And it would be helpful if you watch to see when it's on their agenda, if a few commissioners could be at the meeting, it might be helpful.
It should be on in 2 weeks.
Okay.
That will be December 1st.
Ooh.
Maybe you can send an email, Becky, reminding us.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
That's my birthday, so I don't know if I'll be there or not.
Do we have any other business to take care of?
Yeah, the meeting schedule for 2021.
Meeting 2021.
Yeah, I sent that. I don't know if you have that, Stacy.
I
Probably
do.
not. Oh, you do? Oh, great.
I do not.
Oh, you do not? Okay. I did send it out to the team. I don't know if people had a chance to look at it. It's still the third Thursday.
Yeah.
No meeting in August, no, regularly scheduled meeting in August. And in December, we would meet on the 2nd if we need a meeting in December. It'd be the second Thursday rather than the third. Otherwise, it stays the same, 7 p.m. I don't know about the location yet. We have to approve the schedule, and then I asked Vinnie Carey for a room assignment. I'm assuming that the COVID issue will not be resolved at least in the first half of 2021. So I'm hoping we get the meeting room 1. The other options, I think, are the Crescent Gallery or Lena Morton, I think, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's 3 options.
Good.
This is Mike. I make a motion to approve the meeting schedule for 2021.
Nancy St. Cabot, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? No? Okay, thank you. It passes. Okay, it's passed. Is that right? Okay, good. Thank you very much. All right, the next thing on the thing is,
Yes.
I
That-
can't.
Yeah, I think that's it, Barbara. There's a public
Okay, yeah.
comment. I don't think there's
Okay.
anybody from the
There's no
public on.
public. Yeah.
Okay,
And Madam Chairman, this is Mike. If there's no other business, I make a motion to adjourn.
all in
I'll
favor?
second.
I second.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Good night. Yes, thank you, Kim
Good
and
night.
Mike, for joining.
Yeah,
We would not have, obviously, we would not have had a quorum if we hadn't done this virtually so you could attend. So thank you very much.
Thank you
Yeah.
for doing that.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy
Thank you.
Thank you, you
Thank you.
too. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Bye
Okay.
now.
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night. Good night. Thank you.